Yes, for the honor and the privilege to come in. And once Chief Noorashid has set up his PowerPoints, Chief, you're on time, sir, and you're looking good. Oh, look at that. You seem younger and younger every time I see you, no. And that's really interesting. Okay, I would like to very quickly say to everyone how I know when I met him 1 year ago. Not only has impacted me, has also impressed me a lot as a leader himself who walked his talk. And there's one thing particularly has impacted me when I was in Langkawi with him lately. And he says, Coach, do you know why some of them are doing so well and some of them are doing okay and some are not doing? I said, yeah, tell me, Chief. No. He said, all boils down to effort. When you have big effort, you have big results. You have small effort, small results. No effort, no results. So you are the man. So Chief Nori, you have got the PowerPoints ready. Feel free to interact and come in anytime you want. I've already requested everyone to hold their questions. No interruption during your presentation. And if they need to type some questions, they can, or they can hold the questions right up to the end. With that in mind, I'm privileged to tell the 41 of us who are on time that you are the 41 privileged few who believes in yourself, will come in at 4:03 p.m. and we're going to rock and roll on time because Chief Noorashid always comes in on time. He is never late so far. I know him, and he is a cracker. So, ladies and gentlemen, please meet the Corporate Affairs Director and also the Executive Director of Singapore PRIFE International, one and only. Give a round of applause to Chief Noorashid. Yay!
Thank you. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. And a very good morning. Yes, all you got to say, Amen. Amen. So your wish will be his command. So I'd like to welcome all of you, especially it's 2024. It's a great start for the new year. I'm right here at the headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, PRIFE International Office, and they just celebrated the Kongsi Pai Chai, or the Chinese Lunar New Year. It's the year of the dragon, and that is the year that I'm born. So I am 60 years young. So to all of you, for the very first time, I'm a father of 9 children. Yes, 9 children. I'm a grandfather of 2. So I doesn't look as healthy as I am right now. Before, I have so many health complications, and I will share with you as we go along. And I'd like to welcome everybody, especially even those people are staying very, very early in the morning from the America, from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, from Philippines, Brunei, Singapore, and all over the world. Welcome to PRIFE International. Yeah, so we're going to make sure that we're going to adjust the timing to do the presentation where it is much easier for the US to catch up with us. Probably it will be during the early morning time or in the evening. We will cater to that. And I'm going to do this on a weekly basis so that everybody around the world, they have the opportunity to know about the advantage and the benefits of what PRIFE International has to share with you. Okay, without further ado, let me share the screen. Okay, I have it here. And let me know if you are, everybody is able to see.
Yeah, we can see the screen, sir. Great, Chief. Everything is on.
Just give me a thumbs up.
We saw the PowerPoint is ready. Your sound is good. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. So you can see it. Very good. Okay. So today we're going to talk about. Okay, very good. Yeah. So I mentioned when I started with PRIFE International, that was about 3 years ago. We started with the iTerror Care, the red hot blower or the red hot chili peppers, and it was in the midst of the COVID-19 lockdown. However, after I've used the product, I see the benefits and I shared around the world. Even during the lockdown, we did Zoom. I did not know, and that's how we do and share all over the world. So we started with Asia. The moment when I shared to the Philippines, it's Philippines to the world, and everybody now has the benefit of it. So now, in order for us to be more productive and make it easier so that everybody can get the benefit and the importance of the message across right away, is going back to Zoom again, because it's going to break all borders. Yeah. So the product that we're going to talk about is a second breakthrough. What do I mean by a second breakthrough? It is second to none. That means there is zero. I repeat, zero competition. So you do not have any competition as far as eye care is concerned, because the rest out there, they are just copycats. And likewise, what we are the world's first oxygen supplement. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never heard, and you can go to supplement for oxygen, there is none. So imagine the OxyTap, it has the healing power of oxygen and water, and that is a basic. Yep. Okay, so before I continue, let me just tell you about the disclaimer. No matter how the great benefit it is, we do not want to claim and proclaim that it can kill, because it has a different effect on each and every one of us. But to me, I like to show all, you're going to drink water, and you're going to drink water full of oxygen. That is the best part of it. So before I go on the product, let me just introduce to you who is the scientist and the founder behind this great innovation. This is Mr. Wilson Tan. He is born and bred in Singapore. He's a Singaporean, and he was the CEO and founder of the world's first regenerative oxygen water supplement, which is the OxyTap. And Mr. Wilson Tan has been very instrumental in Singapore of converting the recycled water. In Singapore, we recycle our water to make it a safe drinking water right directly from your tap at home. So he has been a wellness evangelist for the last 10 years. And this is where he wants to use the two of nature vital elements, which is the oxygen and water. Because without oxygen, 3 minutes, you could die. And without water, 3 days, you could die. But food, you can go on eating something just for survival. So we're going to address a global problem, which is the oxygen pandemic.
Mr. Chief Noor, please unmute yourself, sir.
Okay.
Please unmute yourself.
So, I hope everybody can hear me.
Got it. Yeah,
okay.
Got it now. Thank you.
So we are living in a modern world, right? Due to all the industrial pollution and all the emission, and this is what we are suffering from. So we are having this oxygen pandemic. Just hang on. And what is happening is that inside the air that we are in, there are lack of oxygen. So how are we going to address that? That will cause another chain reaction. They're going to lead to a lot of health problems, and everybody knows what causes your sickness. You want to address the root problem. So lack of oxygen, that will also promote premature aging, right? As a 60-year-old man, I do compare myself with a lot of people out there. So you want to be in the pink of health, you got to have the best oxygen as you can for your body needs. So the other thing, we are not out of the woods, ladies and gentlemen. The COVID-19 has actually spread. We are now in the endemic. And for those who have actually got COVID-19, the scars in your lungs will remain forever, right? For myself, I was a severe asthmatic patient, and I need to rely on inhaler. So there are a lot of death, fatalities, whether you are young, whether you are middle-aged, or even elderly. The moment the asthma attack, you could die. So likewise, COVID-19, the effects of it is somewhat similar to a severe asthmatic patient, because it will attack breathing in from your nose. And what happens? Basically, it will start to find the holes in the body. It starts to have the inflammation in your lungs. You will be gasping for oxygen. You need the oxygen to breathe in. And sometimes, basically, you need the ECMO machine when it can help for your lungs and your heart. And a friend of mine, younger than me in the Philippines, within 48 hours of COVID-19, he succumbs to his death. So that is a sad story, reality, but what actually make you alive and even dying because of COVID-19 is all about information. It's all about education on how to address the root problem. Because a lot out there, they are just addressing, like I said again, just the symptoms. You're not addressing the root problem. So what you got to do, the COVID-19, if you do not look after it, the scars is there for life. You're going to have pneumonia. You're going to have a lot of liquids in your lungs and lack of oxygen. So this is what we're going to address. And what happens also, when the body lack of oxygen, very low in oxygen, what happens to your cell, your tissue? You're going to cause hypoxia. And that will lead to premature aging. And a lot of people is going to be stressful, right? With the pollution and more disease around the world. So what is important of oxygen to the cell? So if you understand, I've mentioned before in the body, right? Anatomy of the body, the cell, inside the cell itself, there's mitochondria. And this is also the effects of the ATP or the energy for our body to control inflammation, because cells need high energy, the ATP, in order to repair cells after the injury, keep your cells young and alive, and as well to fight infection. How to fight infection? To manage inflammation at bay. And on top of that, it can carry the cell function daily, right? So with that, once you have hypoxia, you start to get in, which is not the normal. What you have enough of oxygen. This is what happens when you are short of it. Sometimes when I have like a spur of the moment, I run too fast and you jerk yourself, you stretch yourself too fast. What happens? You're going to have a muscle spasms. You're going to have, like I said again, burn out yourself, and that's going to be tight around your chest. You start to suffer gasping for oxygen. So this is how I explain when you have lack of oxygen, lactic acid start to seep in. Just like you exert yourself in a sudden fast run, your muscles to have lactic acid, and you'll be gasping for breath. And especially for elderly people, at times I stretch myself, you could also affect your body, your nerve problem. Yeah. So this is with the oxygen enough in your cell, it starts to use the ATP in a normal way, that is oxidative phosphorylation. And that is where it starts to transport the electron chain to produce energy. So with such, you manage to control, even for sportsmen, they will have the extra energy, right? And this is where they're using more oxygen that they get, and that will have an impact for sportsmen and even for your daily activities. So cells, as we know, they need high energy to have its function, to repair the cell after injury, to keep your cell young and alive, to fight off infection, and as well, ladies and gentlemen, to manage cancer cell. Yes, this is not my words, but indeed from a Nobel Prize winner in medicine, Dr. Otto Warburg. He mentioned when cell has no oxygen, cancer cell will start to thrive. And how long does it take for it to thrive? In just 48 hours. When you deprive a cell 35% of oxygen, cancer cell will start to grow. And I like to share my late parents, my mother and my father, their death was cause of cancer, spending more than 700,000 Singapore dollars. And the worst part, they have gone through chemotherapy. And we all know that chemotherapy, they will kill the cancer cell, they will kill the healthy cell, and they also kills you, definitely. It's like you're throwing a grenade in a room, right? everybody will become the victim of circumstances. So this is where you want to have a different approach. Once you know the root problem itself, it is lack of oxygen that leads cancer cell to live and to thrive. And what we need to know, there is a gap. There is a gap. There is no readily available oxygen supplement. So we are not talking about breathing in oxygen, because if we are talking about breathing in oxygen, you can have that from the hospitals. So we are talking about the OxyTap. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the best solution, which is very close to it. The OxyTap is the world's first regenerative oxygen supplement infuser. Please don't get it wrong. It is not a water filter, right? So it's not a water filter. However, it can complement with all types of water filter. I, for once, was the biggest distributor of Kangen machine, right? So if you have a Kangen machine, OxyTap will make your Kangen water better. If you have any other water filter, it just complements to make it better with more oxygen. So what I did, I just like to share with you. I indeed packed my OxyTap in a small luggage bag, and I hand carry it everywhere when I travel. So for instance, if I have a flight that has a long stopover, this is where I put my OxyTap right smack into the case. So you can see. So it is so light, you can just put it on the table. And on top of that, what I also carry with me whenever I do the presentation, I have a meter. So this is the third-party meter produced in Italy, mostly used for industrial to really check the oxygen, dissolved oxygen in your water. So you can see that this is very light. You can carry it anywhere you go. And the added advantage is that it is dual voltage, ladies and gentlemen. So just carry along with you any adapter. If you are in 220 volts, you can use it. If you're having a 240 volts, you just plug it in. It is dual voltage. So it is easy. You don't have to worry. So it looks very, very neat. It's a Singapore brand. You can expect the quality comes along with it, right? Okay. So what we did with the OxyTap is solving the oxygen crisis, supplements of oxygen in your drinking water. So what it does, the three things, it will start to refresh you when you drink it. You will start to re-energize. You have the control. You have the control to have the maximum oxygen in your drinking water. It's just like if you're taking a vitamin C, right? What is important? What's inside the capsule? Whether it's 500 mg of vitamin C, 1000 mg of vitamin C, or 1500 mg of vitamin C. So what is the advantage is that you have the control. So what is great? Drinking water has low oxygen. People start asking me, what about all the water that we have, even from Mother Nature, or imported expensive water? So how do we do that? We all know that Mother Nature has the best water in the world, especially if it's coming right from the mountain, right? A river that is not contaminated, it has an oxygen. So full dissolved oxygen from Mother Nature, it is between the reading of 8 to 20 parts per million. So this is a measurement where they measure the dissolved oxygen in the water. So I like to say that Mother Nature is the best teacher, because we all know very well that we think that we need to breathe oxygen only through air. But look at the fish in the ocean. They are also breathing oxygen in the water through their gills. And under the seventh sea, underneath the seabed, there is no oxygen tank. Have you ever wondered how it doesn't deplete it? And until today, the fish are living very well under the water drinking or getting oxygen right in the water. They do not jump out of the water, breathing oxygen and dive back into the water. So what is important, perhaps we should start to ponder, the oxygen has to be in the liquid form. Yes, in the liquid form. That is why in the oxytab, what it does is a dissolve oxygen in a liquid form inside the water. So why is this very important, right? Because if you compare it with a fish in an aquarium, they need oxygen tank. Without the oxygen tank, the fish will not survive for more than a couple of days. However, the fish in the ocean, there's no oxygen tank. They are full of oxygen right in the ocean itself. So this is something that the human body need dissolved oxygen in their blood. So with that, we're now going to do the comparison among all the bottled water brands. Take a look at this. Number one, the water has been produced for a couple of months before it arrived on the shelf, you purchase it. And second, it is being stored in a plastic bottle and exposed to heat and to sunlight, and it will be, like I said again, releasing the gas from the plastic in the bottle. By the time you're drinking it, it's no longer as fresh as it's bottled in the factory, right? And what we're gonna do, we're gonna measure the dissolved oxygen in each of the different bottled water. Generally, all water from your tap is about 3 to 6 parts per million. Bear in mind, if you have the best water filter at home, it will start to trap the oxygen on drinking water without being filtered. So you need that filter. However, when you did the filter, it lacks of oxygen. And tap water is between 6 to 8 parts per million. Natural water, 8 to 20 parts per million. And here, ladies and gentlemen, from OxyTap, it will give you 25 to 45 parts per million. Why does it varies? Yes, as I mentioned, you can control the shot with a single shot. That means one press, double shot, 2 presses, or triple shot, 3 presses. So with that, let's take a look. This is what we used, another meter from the same manufacturer, made in Italy. The dissolved oxygen in a bottle Evian water is at 7.41, just a single digit. So basically, you pay a lot of money for Evian water, but what you get is only 7.41. And we go on with another expensive bottle water, which is Fiji brand, and the reading is at 7.73 parts per million of dissolved oxygen. So the moment when you uncap it, there could be some oxygen escape from there, and it's only left with 7.73. Okay, we go on. This is another brand, Volvic, and it's only reading at 8.0 parts per million. That's is a local brand in Malaysia, and the reading is 7.7. So what you can see, the moment
Mr. Noorashid, we have lost you on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, please be patient. At the moment, the some technical details, and we're waiting for Chief Noorashid to come back online. I'll get him on WhatsApp now.
We make God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for this technicality. I'm trying to get back Mr. Noorashid back online. Ladies and gentlemen, thousand apologies from us. These technical things did occur, and now we have a problem with the Wi-Fi on Chief Noorashid's site in PRIFE office. Please hang on for a while. We should be back in no time.
Everybody, my humble apologies. There's some technical error here. There was a little bit of disruption on the internet, so I just changed
Welcome back.
the
Welcome back.
internet source. So I hope everybody is still there.
We are all here.
Coach, can you tell me where do I stop earlier? Okay, where do I
Yep, you
stop
stopped
earlier?
at
Which
about 2 minutes plus over. The last slide,
2
you
minutes
were
plus.
putting the 3.7.71. The Fiji water was the last slide I remember. After
Okay.
Fiji water, there's
Yes.
another water. Second bottle.
Okay.
First is
Let me
Evian.
just put it up.
Then we stop at Fiji.
Mhm.
Fiji water. The bottle 7.41.
Got it.
You start from there. Thank you. Thank you,
Who's
sir.
disabled participants screen sharing? Can you get me screen sharing now? Coach, can you help put me for the screen sharing?
Yeah,
Share
okay.
screen.
Okay, I got to make you a co-host now.
Yep, okay.
Got it.
Okay, just
On, sir.
thank you.
Welcome. This thing happened. Ladies and gentlemen, apologize for the technical problem. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The slide
Let
which
me
is
just
on
go
this.
back to here.
Yeah, Fiji
Okay,
water.
what we do?
Yep.
So this is the reading that what we have do a comparison on all the various brand of bottled water, because a lot of people were saying that I'm buying the most expensive water bottle available, and especially fresh if you drink it right at the source, but the moment after it's been bottled, it has been stored for a couple of months, and not only that, it also, like I said again, exposed to heat and sunlight, and it will start to leach the gas from the plastic into the water. So the moment you drink it, that is not healthy anymore. Anyway, this is a reading what you get from Evian water is at 7.41 of dissolved oxygen. It's only a single digit. So imagine paying such a price, and what you're getting right now is only 7.41 of dissolved oxygen. And the next available, which is also an imported expensive bottled water, which is Fiji, likewise is only reading at 7.73 fresh dissolved oxygen. And Volvic, 8.01. Dasani is a local brand, and the reading is likewise the same, 7.7. So people over here, they thought that they are being smart by getting the most expensive, but they are being, like I said again, taken for a ride because of the storage and lack of oxygen in the water itself. And here we are, the water right after oxytap of a single shot, that means just one pump, and the reading jumped to 26.72 of dissolved oxygen. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a clear, like I said again, numbers don't lie. You can either use this device, both are from the third party, and the number reads 26.72. I've shown it to many people live when I have the machine and also the meter right in front of them, and this is the reading. So it's a clear Evian, Fiji, Volvic, any other brands, they are just a single digit. And the moment you use oxytap and you press one shot or one, the importance of dissolved oxygen so that it can permeable into your cell membrane. That is where your blood carries all the oxygen to your organs. So if it's lack of what could be low blood pressure or low dissolved oxygen. Yeah. So what it does with the oxytap, number one, it fast generate of high oxygen in just 3 minutes. So you can just put it in 3 minutes, it already produces the oxygen from the water itself. So there's no additive is being added into it. None. So when it's none, it's so easy. You do not need to change any filter, and it's not a water filter. You do not need to put any citric solution to it, none at all. So what it does, as the water goes in, it starts to separate, right? There are two holes on the side here. It will start to suck in the water. It goes to the pump. It separates between the oxygen and the hydrogen gas. Over here, you can see this is a reservoir, so it will collect all those, like I said again, raised water. You just have to throw it. That is the only maintenance that you need to do. That's it, right? And then when it's done, you just attach it back again, and you're ready to use it. You can use it anytime you want it. And we have even, like I said again, put it to a test during the second anniversary. We were running the oxygen tap. There are queue lines of people, right? For continuous 10 hours non-stop. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 10 hours non-stop, and it still produce stable dissolved oxygen. Yes, the word you need to have a stable dissolved oxygen. So it stabilizes high concentration of dissolved oxygen in the water with its patented dual pump system. So basically, this is what it does. So what is good, if you put it in a bottle in a room temperature, the dissolved oxygen will last for the good 12 hours or 24 hours. But if you store it in your refrigerator, the dissolved oxygen will good to last you for 7 days, a week. And if you store it in your ice cube, the oxygen, the dissolved oxygen will be trapped there. So imagine when you have the oxytap at home, consciously, subconsciously, everyone's going to drink the water at home. Your children, as they drink the water, they are drinking together with the oxygen supplement. As you're drinking the water, you are taking your oxygen, that's it again, vitamins. Wow. So consciously and subconsciously, you are taking water with the benefit of dissolved oxygen. And this is just a short video to show you how I have this in every of my home. I'm moving around. I have a home in Brunei, which I keep one unit, again, one in Singapore, and likewise, I got an apartment in KL. I also have one unit of the oxygen.
I just want to introduce, I have the Oxy tap right here at home. So it's simply just put it on the table and I have a carafe here of water and I just turn it on and this is how it works actually. So one press is just 3 minutes and you can see the bubbles start collecting here. And if you were to measure it, it's really very pure, very fresh. So how I do it, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing is that I will sterilise my water. Yes, since I have the eye gas, I will sterilize it first, and then I start doing the oxytap. So it all depends. For this, it's just enough for 1.5 liter, just one press, one shot of it, right? So what I did normally, I would press for 3 shots, so 3 pumps, and I want to have the maximum effect of it. So that's, this is how it looks like. It's small and it's mobile. You can just unplug it. There's no need to fix to any water faucet. So it complements any water. For those who have Kangen machine, do not throw it away. Or if you have any expensive water filter, do not throw it away. So we complement with all the rest. The one and only and the first in the world.
Wow, isn't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? That is how it does. So once it's finished, if you want a double shot, you just have to press it again one time. Like I said again, it's user-friendly and child-friendly as well. Yeah. So, and if you have a bottle, remember you do not need to have a jug or a carafe with it. The point is that at home, I do not want to keep on using small bottles and start to oxygenate it. So I have a carafe, 1.5 liters, that's good enough. So it's easy. But if you are traveling, you do not have your carafe, you can use any water bottle for that matter. And I just want to show you, for instance, I have this water bottle, right? So if I have this water bottle, what I do, I just put it inside here and I just screw it on. Yes, you can screw it on. So when you screw it on, this is good enough. Yeah, you can bring it anywhere. So all you got to do is only carry along with you your oxy tap. That's it. And then any water, just put it in as long as the water is above the 2 outlets here. There's a 2-pin hole here. So as long as it covers above it, you're good to go. So this is the oxygen nutrition. So one machine is just like you're having your espresso. You want a double shot of espresso to wake you up. So likewise in this, you can have 3 shots. So what is the difference between 1 shot, 2 shot, or 3 shot? Or I call it 1 pump, 2 pump, or 3 pump. So what it does, it has the real result. What is the real result? So a lot of people got, like I said again, carried away, or they do not make a wise decision. So you got to be making an informed decision. One thing, what they did was there will be a lot of wannabe or copycat out there. And they claim that they are also selling oxygen water, right? So the first test, the first litmus acid test is to measure it with the, again, the oxy. Like I said again, this is the meter to measure the dissolved oxygen. The second test, you want to make sure that when you drink it, it is also being absorbed in your body. Because if you don't, then what happens? Your body going to be bloated. You want it to hydrate all your tissue, your organs, your cell. So the best way to do it is using the oximeter. So for this purpose, what I did was I purchased, you can purchase at any pharmaceutical. This is the oximeter. And this is what normally used in hospital when they want to check the blood oxygen in a patient. So what you do, you either put it in your index finger or your middle finger and press it, it does the reading. And good news, for those of you who have a smartwatch, whether it's Apple, whether it's Huawei or any other smartwatch, they also has this device that called the SpO2 or the blood oxygen. By pressing it and you just hold on to it, it will measure your heartbeat and also your blood oxygen. And the measurements are accurate, right? So basically what happens, we did a comparison by drinking OxyTab oxygen water. In 15 seconds, you can see the reading, it increased at least a minimum of 1%. Wow, right? So you can see this is the second test that you want to ensure that it absorbs. What make it works to have the efficacy? Because OxyTab produce stable dissolved oxygen, as opposed to a lot of all those bottled oxygen water. They are being pumped in. They are being pumped in oxygen into the water bottle, which is gas, right? So what happens is just the moment you uncap your water bottle, the gas starts to escape out. So what you get is unstable oxygen. So this is the result. Let's take a look at it. Long COVID, leg numbness, and loss of strength of right leg for 3 years. And this is what it feels exactly. It was in Berlin 2023, one of the, and also you have another person here who has about 10 seconds, it permeable into your blood, it permeable into your tissue, it permeable into your cell. So 90 years old elderly, high blood pressure, normalized after a week of drinking water. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you keep on drinking this water at least 2 liters a day. So remember, as I mentioned to you, when you press one shot, after 3 minutes, it is good for your normal drinking water, right? When you press the second time, continuous after that, it's going to give you energy. And when you press the third time, what is that? It has this curative effect, especially those who are suffering from cancer and any illnesses. Let's go through. This is a good test because we want to make sure that it's not only permeable into your bloodstream, but we want to make sure that it goes all over the body, right? So we have done that. There, the oximeter through your index. Study clinically and test up. So what happens? We did the second probe, one on the left wrist, one on the right wrist, and the fourth probe, this is one right on your chest, and the fifth probe, just one at your left ankle. So what we did, we took the reading to ensure your body, and this is the reading line, okay? So the top part is the reading of the 5 probe before drinking oxygen water. Now let's take a look. After 10 minutes, this is the reading capture. On the left side probe, the count is at 63 as compared to 58 previously. And on the left hand left, is 52% as opposed to 47. And on the right hand, 57 as opposed to 48. And on the left leg, 66 as opposed to 68. And they did the probe exactly for 27 minutes reading. And what you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the increased percentage, 48.1% on the left side of the chest, 18% on the left hand, 22% on the right hand, and 10.6% improvement on the left leg. So this is what make the OxyTab very, very, like I say again, efficacy for the human consumption. There's no such thing, I'm drinking over oxygenated. No, it will just be stabilized, but we want to make sure that the best reading for your oximeter, just so you know, it has to have a reading between 96 to 99. This is my smartwatch, and I did the OxyTab reading just before I started, and the reading count, I hope everybody can see, yeah, the reading count is at 98%. So if you want to keep at the ping of health, you want to maintain it between 96 to 99, and it will change. It is very, very, like I said again, sensitive where your environment is, the kind of food that you are taking, right? Whether your mood also, your sleep. So you want to maintain it consciously, subconsciously. All you got to do, just drink the oxygenated water. That's it, period. Yeah. So what is the benefit of it is that it has a value added. It permeable, as I mentioned, it permeable into your cell 6 times faster, right? 6 times faster of absorption. It hydrates your liver, okay? And this is way better as compared to breathing, because if you're going to do on breathing, it has to be administered from a medical perspective. And what they did, this is what the results: increase oxygen levels in blood vessel by drinking 350 ml. That is 10 times faster absorption in the cell. And it is 6 times faster. Like I said again, it is where it goes to your liver and all the organs. So what you want to do, the best and easy way, just drink OxyTab oxygenated water. What about diabetes? This is the effect in cancer cell. Likewise, we have done the study together, joined with Monash University. We got 2 different group of rats. One that is after being injected with cancer cell, they were being given oxygen water, whereby the other group is just being given normal water, and the results after 9 days, you can see the control tap water, the cancer cell count increased as compared to the mice that has been treated given oxygenated water. The cancer cell count drop. So this is the best alternative. If you're going for your chemotherapy, this will be good to reduce on the side effect of chemotherapy. Like I say again, there is no harm. As you drink your water, you are taking your oxygen supplement at the same time, right? So make sure do not drink without oxygen. So the tumor growth in a 2 group of mice, take a look, right? The one that is drinking the normal water, the tumor growth is higher as compared with the oxygenated water. This is how it has able to reduce the inflammation. And this is the PET scan that is done on those mice, right? So you can see this is the A that has been given the oxygenated water, and this is B group, which is given the normal tap water, and you can see is very clear sign how it can manage. Because what you want, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want just where you are at old age, you are given palliative treatment. Palliative treatment is only treating the symptom. So what you want to do is to make sure that treating the root cause of the sickness itself. So I believe God has created human, and God has created where our body can heal by itself. You just have to seek and you shall find, because he has sent down a cure for every disease. This is a promise. This is a promise. God has given a disease, has sent down a disease, but he has also given you the cure. You just have to seek and you shall find, and you just have to try it. No harm drinking. That's all. So oxygen water effect in severe blood loss, especially those who are having low blood and all that. This is the red drinking O2 water, right? It has better effect of lactic acid, right? So the B group, that is very, very, like I said again, the lactic acid level in the tap water mice and with the oxygenated water, so you do not feel any muscle pull, spasm, and so on. So with that, what about sportsmen or even your daily routine? As I mentioned about the horse, right? So if you sudden jerk of yourself, sudden exercise, sudden stretch, you will feel a muscle pull, a tight chest, hard to breathe, and so on. Now I do not suffer those anymore. So this is the same thing that they did on running horses, and likewise, it works the same on human on how to reduce on the lactic acid. So drinking oxygen water promotes effective hydration and more efficient oxidative metabolism, right? Okay. So increase effective hydration to muscle, reduce lactic accumulation, improve post-race recovery. So this is even better because the water reduce the lactic acid accumulation. So with that, the benefits of OxyTap, the water supplement. I do not want to promote drinking, but I brought this to Langkawi and we had some, like I said again, staff party and all that. They were a little bit of tipsy. What I did was given them the OxyTap water, drinking it after 5 minutes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes, they get back to be sober. So again, if you put it to ice cube, that would be good for you. So this is how you can manage of having a hangover on the very next day. Enjoy your party, but at the same time, you know how to be in getting sober in a very quick of time. Yeah. So what is the application? Imagine this is great for student. Every school, the student needs to drink OxyTap water because blood flows to the oxygen to the brain, and this is great. So what does it mean? Those parents who have challenge with autism kid, with ADHD, or even, like I said again, this is great for them. Yeah, and this is also nice to be placed in every office, right? And this is where it keeps your mind alert and active at all time. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, especially the ladies, a lot of them just saw me yesterday after a couple of months not meeting me in person, and they mentioned that I look more glowing, I look more younger. So this is my secret. Do not forget to put the OxyTap water in a spray bottle. And what happens? Spray all over your face. It is even better than Evian mist spray. Tried it? Yes, you can see that your face more glowing. It get rid of all the wrinkles. If you have itchy red eyes, you can spread it directly onto your eyes. And what is even great, you see, this is my glasses when I'm using it for driving, and it's getting blurred. I thought I had an increase of my degree, but when I did a checkup with the optician yesterday, to my surprise, that my eyesight has improved and the degree need to be reduced. That's it. So I was amazed to find out for myself that the degree of my lenses or my glasses reduced. That is an improvement. So like I said again, tried it. Yeah. So it gives you a beautiful glowing skin, slow aging, accelerate healing, reduce lines and wrinkles, promote beautiful skin, increase moisture to the skin, and clarify your skin. So ladies and gentlemen, do not be shy. It is a great way to market it to all beauty salon. Yes, and even for your hair. I don't know, I just sprayed it, I drink the water, but you can see that I now have a full head of hair, even though it is better with a full head of gray hair as compared to a full head of no hair, skinhead, yeah? So it's great for weight loss, naturally. Yeah, it increase oxygen metabolism that burns more calories and also prevent pain and disease. So we are talking about preventive measure over here. So prevention is still better than cure. So this is our coach, Vincent, and he was with me in Langkawi. He tried for the very first time on the OxyTap, and this is what he has to say.
Action.
You know, Brother Anna, I'm so happy to see you here in Langkawi. My voice is gone. But when I take this product called the Sky Tap oxygen in my water, it was very sore yesterday when I started taking this. My goodness, how my sound come back. And I know if I take this, it's amazing. You know why? All of us need oxygen. You know and I know. But the oxygen has been depleted. Too much of pollution, too much of smoking, too much of everything. So whether you have a Kangen water in the house or the RO water in the house or any mineral water in the house, we need the oxy tap because this is going to change the world. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be exposed to oxy tap, and we are going to do this with PRIFE International. The question is, are you in? Are you out? Oh,
Okay, coach, all in. Yeah. So it is very valuable and affordable, ladies and gentlemen. It is priceless to your health. And what's more, it is for the whole family to drink it. Because why? If you imagine yourself, if you have something, I just put it just to share with you. I have a bio at home where I put it my feet, right? But what it does for the bio, I can only see myself and my wife using it. But my children, they don't use it. They're young whatsoever. But the difference, when I have the OxyTap at home, each and every one of my family members, young and old, they drink water. Consciously, subconsciously, they're going to drink water at home. And what they get is they're drinking water with full of oxygen. That is good. So that is priceless because I want to educate and ensure that there is no sickness going to come to us. We want to treat right at the root problem, preventative measure. So there's multi-application. Again, as I mentioned, when you press it one time, one shot, it refreshes you. 3 minutes of oxygen supplement infusion, right? It will give you about 25 parts per million of dissolved oxygen. If you continue to press it for the second time, it will re-energize you. So the total will be, it will automatically stop at 3 minutes. So you just have to continue to press it again and it will re-energize you. So it will produce even higher oxygen, which is reading about 30 parts per million. And this is good for nurturing properties of nature. And when you continue to press it the third time, it revitalizes you. So that's total of 9 minutes, and that will give you a reading, maybe 35 parts per million and even above of dissolved oxygen. So this is what you get the best of Mother Nature right in your home. And these are the proven facts. It will refresh you, re-energize you, revitalize you as compared to all the water that you bought on the shelf. Yeah. So people were saying, this is the price of OxyTap. The price differs from one country to another because PRIFE believe that we want to have a sustainability business for a long time. We do pay the taxes in each respective country. We believe pay what belongs to Rome. The price is about 4,900 in Malaysia and Asia. It comes with a PV of 2,750 point value. So what I did, as I always mention, numbers don't lie. I do a price comparison. So you do not want to end up penny wise and pound foolish. So I'm gonna compare the price of oxygen bottled water. You can check the price, or you can even use it even water, for example, versus the OxyTap price comparison. They are selling $2 US dollars per bottle. So imagine if you have a family of 4, 2 parents, 2 kids, just drinking 1 liter of oxygen bottle a day. So that will be about 8 bottles. That is equal to $16 a day. for a year, 365 days, you would have forked out $5,840. And what is the price of OxyTap? It's only 4,900 US, which already give you a saving of $940. And not only that, you are also protecting the environment. It's environmental friendly. There will be less plastic bottles. It's like you're having a mountain fresh water right at home. And anywhere that you bring it along, you're not going to be just drinking one bottle or 1 liter of water, but you're going to have unlimited supply of oxygenated water supplements, nutrition, right? You can use it for beauty. You can use it to make your hot and cold drinks. So if you are out there, you do not have your machine, you're drinking your coffee, just drop a few drops into your coffee. It will make it, like I said again, your coffee gonna be very bland. Wow, it's gonna be nice. It gives out more aroma. You can also try it. I tried the Dundas. I always test right to the maximum. Yeah. So ice cube, baking, cooking, for your pets, for your plants, and numbers don't lie, apply the mathematics. So don't mess a mathematic. So what is good? You're not paying for it. I want you to share this. You are doing a noble thing to help people around the world. You share it with 4 people. The moment you share it with 4 people, you imagine your level pairing commission alone that's going to pay off. With only 4 people purchasing the OxyTap, you're getting your money back. And the rest is going to be what? It's going to be running on profit. And this is a time, each and every one of you, 2024, I will see more Crown Ambassador at the end of this year. So, so remember, why is this important? Number 1, the principle of life. You need to breathe oxygen. And what's more important, body, then you need to drink water. So these are the 2 basic fundamentals that you need to have. And this is primary. The rest is secondary. Whether you're going to have supplements, whether you're going to have vitamins, that is secondary. But this is primary. Oxygen and water. You cannot negotiate without it. Yeah. So what we have is, as I said, this is a second breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. You can have another if you are very rich. You can try the hyperbaric chamber. It's going to be very expensive. It's going to be very complicated. It's going to be dangerous because you're going to have all the side effects of it. Or even if you're going to administer oxygen to you, too much of it, you're going to end up with oxygen toxicity. So what you have is the best Mother Nature. So step into the future, to the wellness, discover the difference with OxyTap. This is the first, the one and only. So as I always mention, in PRIFE International, it's all about technology. So we have complete our pyramid of healthy life, because the first, what you need is oxygen and water. That's where we have the OxyTap. And the second you need the sunlight. And ladies and gentlemen, look, we have the sunshine and the sunlight, which is the eye care. And here, what we have here, wow, this is the best. This is the best. So you can have a combination, right? Because what you have here, the Premium Plus, just so you know, it is better than the Premium. However, because of the combined share partner between PRIFE International and Dishang, they wanted for you to enjoy the benefit. They price it lower than the Premium, but higher benefit than the Premium. So that is why it is called the Premium Plus. Whoa, this is great. And on top of that, our body has been subjected to a lot of EMF surrounding us. So we need to do the earthing, isn't it? So we have the other part of the triangle, which is the bio. Whether it's bio or biolight, it's going to discharge all the EMF from your body. So you have complete of your health triangle. You have the air, oxygen, and water. You have the sunshine and the sunlight. Yes, and you have the bio to do your grounding, to do your earthing. Yes, you can't walk out there. There's a lot of pollution. Just sit at the comfort of your home with the bio light or the bio. You are doing your earthing to discharge all the EMF that has been accumulated daily in your body. So you will be at a peak of health. Remember, age is just a number. I always believe you do not, let me just stress it again, you do not inherit the sickness from your parents. God is fair because nobody else, someone do the crime and someone else have to do the time. No. But what you did inherit is the bad lifestyle. So now it's a reawakening. That is how you can control your health and your life. You will be living longer. So in PRIFE, as we always mention, I care, healthy, beauty, wealthy. Imagine this now, ladies and gentlemen. I care with OxyTap, you're going to become more healthy, more beauty, and more wealthy. So PRIFE International, every one of you, you have the level playing field to achieve the prime of your life. So I hope it has been beneficial. Like I said again, it has been educational to all of you as it's been to me, right? It has been informative to you as it's been to me, and it's also entertaining for you as for me. So thank you. May you enjoy the maximum oxygen levels to your life. Thank you very much, Coach. Back to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big round of applause. Now, Chief Noor has been very informative. It has been very intensive. Only we apologize for the breakdown of the Wi-Fi and the sound is not clear. We know that this session is recorded, but we also know that you're going to have a weekly session from now on. So maybe the next meeting will be more conducive on the line and the effectiveness of the whole recording. So everyone, please keep in touch on our leaders program. When is the next meeting? And because of the Wi-Fi being so slow, I'd rather that Mr. Noor, you do not take any questions at the moment because you may half hear them and half they cannot hear you. So I suggest this time we make it a pass. We make it a go, but next meeting we will entertain. But perhaps there are 2 or 3 very important questions. You'd like to go through the chat box yourself and see, would you like to answer them? If you have the time,
okay,
if not,
sure.
then
Yes, I'll
leave
do
it
that.
like that.
Very quick one. Okay, taking this, Kelvin, yeah, I do not live in New Zealand. I'm a Singaporean, but I live in Brunei. So I'm based in 3 countries right now. Singapore, Brunei, and also Malaysia. However, I am citizens of the world. Wherever I lay my head, that's my home, which means all you got to do, I'm just a phone call away. Just call me by WhatsApp. I'll be available. Yeah. Okay, now answering to Galaxy A12. Can you blow your OxyTap water with iTerracare blower? Yes, it's going to make it even perfect because that's what I did. All right, I have the iTerracare. I blow it on my carafe or my jug of water. Then after that, for 3 minutes, then after that, I start do the OxyTap. So it will be even better. So if you have that, use it while you have it, right? That's going to be a great benefit. So the next one, what about hydrogen for the body? See, a lot of people got mixed up. Whoa, there's a lot of hydrogen water out there. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, what we do, you do not breathe in hydrogen, right? You bring water, which is H2O, but what you need is oxygen. And when you go to the hospital, the first thing the doctor is going to check is the blood oxygen level. in you by using the oximeter. They do not check your hydrogen. So do not get hype up about the hydrogen. That's going to be treating the symptom rather than the root problem. So I hope that clears the air. Okay. And all right. Thank you, Razia. And that's it. How long OxyTap good for before replacing it? Yes, very good question. As I mentioned, you do not need any parts, any filter to be replaced. However, it is good for 500 hours. So if it's good for 500 hours, you divide it by 60 minutes, you divide it by, like I said again, every tap, one shot is 3 minutes. You are good to use this for 1.5 years. So after 1.5 years, all you got to do to send the machine for servicing for them to, like I said again, check on the oxygen tank itself. So it's about 1.5 years. We're gonna come up with the maintenance program because it's still very early. We are just, like I said again, bring this up to the market. And good news, we will have a promotion for the Asia. So, however, the board of directors is going to work on the promotion for the rest of the country stockists. So to make sure that you're going to get value for money when you purchase on your OxyTap. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Okay. How long will OxyTap good for? Okay. Can hydrogenated water be put into the OxyTap? Okay. When you talk about hydrogenated water, you don't need to hydrogenated water itself. So I can only say the best water for you to put it, any mineral water. But that means do not use RO water. What is RO? Reverse osmosis. RO water contains 0 minerals. So when you drink it, it will start to eat all the minerals from your bones within your body, right? So please, I hope that clears the air. So with that, I'm sure, yes, all you got to do, every one of you, you can make your order at your back office. In your back office, there's already OxyTap. You can purchase it in your respective country. It will be delivered to you. So remember, share this as soon as possible. 4 people purchase the OxyTap, the 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You already get it back, your money plus profit. And when will it be available in the Philippines? I guess the Philippines, there are already some. Make your order right away. Do not wait. And there's some promotion in the Philippines as well. So look more in the Philippines. So we are just doing the booster. This is what you want to get to the higher across the society because they do not want to be sick. So I hope that is everything. Thank you. Thanks,
Yes,
Coach.
sir. That's
all.
everything because the sound is getting bad again. So we want to thank everybody. Please keep us in touch and we will see you at the top. OxyTap, the only way. Thank you very much, Mr. Noor. Until we meet again with a great evening.
Yep, welcome.
Thank you, ladies and
Good
gentlemen.
morning to all.
Happy New Year. Good
Thank you.
morning. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, everyone. Let's end the meeting officially. God bless and see you on the top. Bye-bye.